नमस्ते। आज हम बात करेंगे एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक जो मेरे दिल के बड़े करीब है, विच इज़ द स्टार्टअप चीट कोड। मैं कई बार जब नए फाउंडर से मिलता हूँ वो मुझे अक्सर ये सवाल पूछते हैं कब बिजनेस शुरू किया जाए। एक दो आइडियाज़ हैं तो उन्हें इम्प्लीमेंट करें या नहीं करें, और अगर नहीं करें तो क्यों, और करें तो क्यों। तो मैंने सोचा कि इसको थोड़ा आसान बना देते हैं और मेरे हिसाब से कैसे मैं डिसाइड करता हूँ किसी नए स्टार्टअप आइडिया को वैलिडेट करने के लिए, उसके बारे में मैं आपसे बात करूँ। मेरे हिसाब से probably the most frequent lie that has been said in the startup industry is there is someday a bulb that goes off in your mind which says this is the idea I have to pursue, and it almost never happens. Now the truth is a lot of these ideas are not new, they're not original too. They are just effectively better versions of existing not so great quality services, not so great quality propositions for the customers. You can try and validate your idea in less than half an hour, at least the initial perspective. Of course, it will take time for you to detail it out, but at the headline, you should be able to make sense of whether the idea works or not very, very quickly. And let's go through some of those steps right away. Let's start with the first one. If you have to convince yourself about the idea, it's already a bad idea. Now, often we come across something and say, well, this could work, but what if? What if? What if? That's a different story. Typically, great ideas should have a force in your head that you are unable to think about anything else. When I got the idea of Oyo, for days and weeks altogether, I used to just dream, wake up. Anybody I spoke to, I spoke about it because I was so convinced that it's going to be the next big thing that I just couldn't stop talking about it. I think you should wait for that moment of finding such an idea where you feel so passionately about it that it doesn't matter. You're thinking about it just all the time. I think often a lot of these ideas will feel very obvious and also very non-obvious. Uber looks very obvious that there's no easy taxi service. There should be an easy taxi service. Oyo looks fairly obvious that there has to be a good quality, clean, comfortable, right-priced hotel room versus not. But unfortunately, almost everybody thought it was so hard that they did not try. But don't worry about it, because I have always learned hard work creates the most value. Easy work doesn't create the most value, which means that if you find a business which is super easy and anybody can do it, don't be in that industry, because that will be not very sustainable in the very long term. So the rule of thumb is if you need a PowerPoint presentation to explain your business idea to someone, just don't do it. Second, is it a painkiller solve or is it a caffeine fix? Could be either of them. In painkiller businesses, they solve a very, very crucial need and make lives easier for consumers. Consumers often are searching for those services because they are constantly, it's in their mind, whether it is a broken pipe, electricity, hotels, cabs to the airport. All of these are painkiller problems because customer needs it desperately, customer searching for it, and if they can find the right product at the right price point, they take it. So to that extent, I've always believed in being in a business which is a painkiller business myself, because I feel like there's a lot of value to be created. And the simplest way to spot a painkiller business is to find out whether the consumer will feel financial pain if they do not use your painkiller business product. And you'll have your answer. Now, the other one, which is the caffeine fix. The caffeine fix businesses are nice to have, but they're not essential. Truly what's called discretionary. They rely on persuasion as well as significant amounts of marketing. And there are many examples of this. This is like a very popular meditation app like Calm, which has been very popular. I saw them actually at the New York Times Square advertising in the middle of Manhattan, and various others. They are examples of caffeine fix because they're able to bring a discretionary experience which consumer was not searching for but brought in front of them. The third step is someone already paying for a worse version of a service than this. This is crucial because often great businesses are built where the consumer has a bad experience and they feel like, I want to fix it. I want to get a better version of it from where it exists today. And I think that's a great idea. Banking was slow and outdated. The fintech industries has transformed it. Hotels were expensive and rigid. Oyo, of course, brought a cheaper and a better quality alternative in the marketplace. तो मोटा मोटा ये है कि अगर आपको ऐसा कोई सर्विस मिल जाए जिसकी सर्विस क्वालिटी आज की सर्विस क्वालिटी से सिग्निफिकेंटली इंफीरियर है, तो वो इंडस्ट्री में डिसरप्शन होने वाला है, समझो. So this brings me towards the end of the very interesting session of the startup cheat code. I hope these help you. If you have questions regarding your own startup pursuits, please share in the comments and I'll try and help in any manner possible. Thank you so much.